What up guys, in today's video we're going to be opening up a Anycubic Kobra X. Right here with me we got Hugo. He's gonna be helping me open up this printer. We're going to be checking out. This is a really cheap printer, a competitive printer to the most we got on the market. So let's see what we got inside this box. So let's go. Let's open up this box. Bruh. This doll, okay, let's see. No, it wasn't, the blade wasn't out yet. It wasn't going to open up the box. So let's cut this side too. Let's take a look what's inside the box, how it's packaged. Right here, we got a build plate, really nice. This is what I'm most curious about. It doesn't have an ace, it's just the standard spool. Let's see how Anycube made this work. Let's take the frame out. As you can see, usually it's got a manual right here on top, but this printer doesn't have. So let's take off the frame. This is really interesting. We got some spoilers right here about a mechanism, a really big hot end, but we're going to be checking out in a few seconds. So let's get everything out this box first. So I have taken out right here the frame, the spool holders as you can see, and this is a wiper. Let's continue taking off right here. Oh, we got the manual. Are we going to be reading this? I don't think so. Just kidding, just kidding. Always read the manual. It's the best thing you can do to guarantee that you assemble the printer correctly so you don't have any issues later.
Usually, I know how to assemble a 3D printer.
Yeah.
You know as well.
Yeah.
But usually, I use the manual to check the order of the steps.
Yes.
Because sometimes they put some like tricks.
Yes.
So I like to check the manual if I miss something.
Sometimes you assemble everything and then you have to go back to step one because you assembled not correctly.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
We got some PTFE tubes right here. Let's remove them.
Now
The base, the build plate, the most important part. So right here we got the biggest part of our printer, which is the build plates right here. As you can see in the manual, I do recommend you checking it out. It's quite simple. It goes straight to the point. It does not show that you need to remove, it shows right here you need to remove some screws, so make sure you check that out. Let's unpackage all of this. I find it really nice, this curves. With most printers, you do not have any curves, always straight edges, but this looks really nice, really interesting. Let's remove the lockers right here. Do we got any tools? Yes, it comes with tools. So the first step, we're going to be removing right here these blockers that lock the Z and X axis. So as you can see, according to the manual, we can just put the build plate forward right here and the frame aligns perfectly right here, as you can see. Always screw in, always diagonally right here, and never screw in it all in at first. So you go in, screwing one part first, then the other one. Don't tighten all the way at first. I think we have done the hardest part. As you can see, it's actually fully built. I would say really plug and play, really easy to assemble. Which is left referring to what? I don't know. Yeah, I think it's this side. This is the right, looking from the front of the printer.
Makes sense.
If you want to turn 3D printing into income, click down below. There is a fantastic STL Flix offer for those who want to turn 3D printing into income. So click down below.
So the next step, as you can see, I have flipped right here the printer. We're going to be connecting the cables under here. So we're going to be attaching the extruder right here to the main board of the printer. So as you can see, we can just insert the cables right here in the slots. It's made perfectly so you cannot unplug it the wrong way. It's just one-sided, as you can see. You can assemble perfectly. One is the camera, the other one is the print head, X-axis, Z-axis right here. the build plate is already connected internally. Now it's time to connect the cables to the main board. They're all labeled right there so you do not misplace any cables. And there's just a zip tie. It's gonna be a little bit hard, but you're gonna be clipping to hold all the cables so they do not unstick while the printer is printing. And with a simple lid, you can just cover the cables. Make sure it snaps fit. Then let's connect the Z motor. This is a printer that's got only one motor for the Z axis with a belt that connects both axes. And the next step is to attach the purge wiper. We just need one screw to screw it in so we got it nice and stable. Afterwards, we can just assemble the spool holder. There is a little connector so we can get it nice and sturdy, and we can just assemble it on top of the printer. We gotta make sure to attach the spool holder to the extremity of the frames, or they're not going to clip in correctly. We found out later there is a cavity right there with a simple slot that you can attach the spool holder, so make sure you align it perfectly so it's gonna clip in correctly. You need a little bit force to clip in, but if it takes too much effort, it is wrong, so make sure you align it perfectly. So we're going to be assembling the PTFE tubes, and as you can see, it's got the number right here, so make sure 3 is aligned with the 3 so you don't get everything messed up. It's good that you align or you're going to have the colors unmatched during your print. So we're going to be adding the PTFE tube guider right here, just so it holds all of the cables together nice and tight and organized. I like things organized. Do you like things organized? I like. Guys, this printer is by volt, but make sure when you buy a printer or any equipment, make sure you got the correct voltage in your home so you do not fry any 3D printers. It's the saddest thing, man. Don't do that.
Thales, would you give me the honor?
Yes, for sure.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, it's the best part. Hugo, can I take the front view right here? Can I?
Sure.
So the printer did its calibration. Now we can just add the filament. Guys, we have inserted the filament and it did a kind of like a noise that it recognized the filament. So as you can see, the fourth spool right here, I'm gonna be pushing. As you can see in the display, it's got a sensor, I think, and it knows when the filament has been pushed in. Let's push it in manually. As you can see, once the filament gets right here in the hot end, I think there's a sensor. So as you can see, the fourth spool right here, it recognized the filament. So I have pushed in. As you can see, the sound, and it recognized right here. This is really, really nice. We have set right here a model to print a 2-colored model. Let's see how it turns out. So as you can see, the number indicator right here is showing which filament is being used, which slot of filament is being printed at. This is a really, really interesting thing. This is a build plate that you can print with PLA, ABS, and PETG. These are the first scoops. Guys, this is the first layer, looks really nice. The first layer tells a lot about a 3D printer. There's no gaps, any inconsistencies in the first layer. This is really, really nice. Looks fantastic. Just something I want to mention for you guys. During the assembly, me and Hugo, we took a look right here in the structure, and the Z-axis, there's only one motor. I think it's a really nice cost reduction, but let's see how this affects the Z-axis, some wobbling. This is going to be interesting to test it out. This is really nice in real time, showing in the display right here. So guys, I hope you have liked this unboxing. Make sure to subscribe because I'm gonna be posting the comparison between the Kobra X with other printers. Let's see if it really stands out and weighs less filaments than other printers. If you have any questions, drop in the comments section below. I'll see you in another one.